Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Get Out and Explore with John. Today, again, we are in Glacier National Park, and the main reason we came here is to see the glaciers. So we are going to hike the Grinnell Glacier trail here behind me. It's about 5 miles out and back. I've heard that the trail itself is snowed in at the end, so I don't know if we're going to make it all the way to the end, but we'll see what we can do. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, and we're getting ready to take off. So come along with me and let's go check out the glaciers. The Grinnell Glacier Trail is considered a difficult or strenuous hike, but as I leave the trailhead, it is a relatively flat walk around Swift Current Lake and Lake Josephine for about 2 miles. All right, so far just a nice flat trail back in here into a nice little stream. Nice views, as usual. And to the bridge. So let's keep on going. Here you will find yourself in the forest under a nice canopy of lodgepole pines, spruce, and fir trees. If you are unable to do the entire hike or simply just don't have enough time to do the whole hike, there is a way that you can cut about 3 miles off of the distance by making reservations to the Glacier Park Boat Company. They have boats that will take you across both Swift Current Lake and Lake Josephine. I believe the cost is around $30 per person, but you should check their website for more information and reservations. After leaving Swift Current Lake, you will walk through the woods for about a quarter mile and you will arrive at Lake Josephine. Here's a different type of flowering plant that I haven't come across previously. This is called a rock clematis, a type of climbing vine found in the area. As you reach the southern end of Lake Josephine, you can see that we've already started to gain some elevation. At this point, you will come to a junction in the trail. Here you will stay to the right to remain on the Grinnell Glacier Trail. This is where you will begin the more difficult part of the trail, as most of the elevation gain begins here. As you continue up the trail, you will pass numerous waterfalls, but be warned of the presence of parasites that require you to filter the water before drinking. Getting closer. See the area where the glacier is up there on top, so we're getting close. There's a nice waterfall up there. I'm not sure how far we're going to get, but we're going to go as far as the trail will take us. Once you reach the area next to Lower Grinnell Lake, you will find only the hardiest of subalpine plants have colonized the rocky terrain. I just don't even know what to say. It's so beautiful out here. I'm at a loss for words. Okay, I've stumbled across another beautiful mountain wildflower. I believe these are called harebell. Well, everybody, I don't know, this might be the end of the trail. We've been hiking for about 2 hours or so, and we've gone about 3.5 miles, but looks like the trails come to an abrupt end. There's nothing but brush. I've tried a couple of little animal trails, it seems, back to get further in here, but so far I haven't been successful. So I think the plan is I'm going to go backtrack to where we saw the bridge going across that Lake Josephine and see if there's a trail on the other side of Grinnell Lake here, and see if we can get over on that side and maybe we can get closer to the glacier. So that's the plan. So we're heading back for now, but I'll keep you posted as soon as we find out what we're going to do. Okay, well, ran into a couple of other groups of hikers out here, and everybody seems to be coming to the same conclusion that pretty much the trail's ending here. So I think we're going to go to plan B, which is heading back to that bridge and see if we can pick up the trail on the other side. Hopefully we don't have to go to plan C, but let's go back and see if we can find another way over towards the glacier. Okay, everyone, well, we found the trail again. Missed a very obvious turn. Don't know how I did that, but back on trail again. Didn't have to backtrack probably 100 yards or so. So let's keep going. Hopefully we're gonna see the glacier after all. All right, we're definitely back on track, and it looks like we're gaining some elevation. Here's the first snow field, as little as it is, first snow that we're coming across. So it's a good sign. Keep on going as far as the trail will allow us. Okay, here we go, second snowfield. Trail's right there. Let's do this. It's kind of slick. Get some footing here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nothing to it. Keep on trucking. Woo! Definitely slick. All right. And back to solid ground. Okay, I know I keep saying it, but man, this is some kind of beautiful out here. Trail's not too steep, it's a little rocky, but I would say most people could manage this. Just take your time and you'll get to the end. Very enjoyable and beautiful. All right, we're making it a little closer. We're up to one of the waterfalls here. Pretty impressive. There it goes. Don't know how much farther the trail is going to take us, but we'll go until we can't go. All right. Looks like we're going to get a shower on this one. Nice. Very nice. All right. I think I got to put the camera away for a minute, guys. I'll catch you on the other side. That was some cold water, guys. That was fun, though. I'm sure I'll be dry in no time, but man, way fun. I love this stuff, man. I just can't get enough of it. All right, I think, unfortunately, this is going to be the end of the trail. That's a serious slope on that snowfield there, and I'm not sure I feel too comfortable doing that by myself here. So Let's take a walk back into this little cave and then we're gonna call it a day. Woo! That is freaking awesome, guys. Well, that's going to be the end. Can't get any further on this trail, but man, what an adventure, huh? This is pretty fun. Pretty fun. I'm a little wet now from going under that waterfall, but I'm pretty sure I'll be dry in no time. So this is not part of the glacier. I don't think we can get around the corner there to the glacier, but still an awesome adventure. Epic. The only word I can use to describe this place, just epic. All right, now I gotta make my way back through it. All right, I'm gonna try to take you guys with me on the way back. Let's do this. Oh, Eddie. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, oh, oh. Woohoo! Woo! Whoa! Man! Awesome! Even with all the beauty surrounding you, keep in mind that with the elevation gain and the altitude, this hike requires you to be in good shape, as you will exert a lot of energy to get up here, but the views are well worth it. With that being said, this hike is definitely one of the best hikes I've ever been on. So if you ever are visiting Glacier National Park and you only have time for one long hike, I highly recommend the Grinnell Glacier Trail. You will be tired, but you will be very glad that you got to experience the beauty of this area. All right, guys, so tried everything to find a bear and no luck. So my last ditch effort, tuna fish. Bears like tuna fish. Fingers crossed. At this point in the return hike, I've decided that when I get back to Lake Josephine, I'm going to descend and go across that bridge and try to make my way back up to Lower Grinnell Lake. Just waterfall after waterfall right off the side of the trail. Check out the caterpillar nest, guys. Pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, that's how.
Wow, just take a look at the turquoise color in the lake water down there. That's called glacial flour or glacial till, and it is the grinding of rock by the glaciers that turns it into sediment, which is washed down into the lake. That refracts the light, giving the water the aqua color that you see. All right, a little split in the trail here. Looks like this one to the left will go down to Lake Josephine, So I think I'm going to take the little side trail and add a little bit of mileage on to the hike, but maybe we'll get a different perspective down at the bottom. So let's go check it out. Yeah, this guy's easy so far, but I think coming back up here is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but that's all right. I'm going to get down here. I think I'm going to dip my feet in the water if I can, so let's make our way down. All right, that was a pretty steep little decline to get down here, but now I think we're down at the bottom here. We're right next to the lake. Go over and check out that bridge that we saw from up above, and check out the view from down here. Check this out here. This is just gorgeous. Look at the color of that water. I don't know if it comes out on the camera or not, but man, just the aqua color, just absolutely gorgeous. There's Grinnell Glacier way up there. Here's the view looking down toward, I believe it's called Lake Josephine. Just stunning. Everywhere you look, every direction you turn, more beauty. Just so relaxing back here. My goodness. See through the trees there. I mean, we're right on the shore of the lake here. Just gorgeous. I certainly felt a little uncomfortable being this close to the moose, and he definitely knew I was there. But I just stayed quiet and it didn't seem to bother him at all, and man, what an awesome experience. This area provides excellent habitat for moose, grizzly bears, bighorn sheep, and mountain goats. Remember that these animals are wild and potentially dangerous, so enjoy them from a safe distance. And it goes without saying, never hike alone. Which brings me to a good time to thank my new friends Kevin and Allison from Seattle, who I met yesterday and who are hiking with me today to make sure that I stay safe. As we approached Lower Grinnell Lake, we came to a split in the trail just before a suspension bridge with a sign pointing off to the left to take us to Hidden Falls, so we decided to go check it out. It was about a quarter-mile hike up a little rock gorge to this beautiful waterfall. Here's something you don't see every day, a suspension bridge on a hiking trail. I think we're getting pretty close here to the lake, so let's check it out. Yep, definitely opening up here, right next to the stream, heading into Lake Josephine. Yeah. Here we go again, another beautiful view. Going on 14 miles, my feet are starting to ache, so we're going to give this water a try and see if that'll help a little bit. Good stuff. That's some kind of cold right there.
Pay attention to the direction of the water flow here in this shot. I'm going to show you something amazing later in the video. If you look across the lake up on the side of Mount Grinnell, this is where we had to turn around earlier in the video because the trail was blocked by the snowfields.
All right, everybody, riddle me this. This is the same river about 2 miles down the trail from where we were before, and now the water is flowing in the opposite direction. Not really sure what that is, unless we just went over the Continental Divide, which is quite possible. Other than that, I have no idea why this water would be flowing in this direction. So if anybody has any thoughts on that, yeah, let me know down in the comments below. I'd be interested to figure out what's going on here.
I think that's going to do it for this adventure, so thanks for coming along with me. I hope you enjoyed the views, and hope to see you next time, because like I always say, you never know what you're going to see when you get out and explore with John.